Let's go. Move up and down, up and down. Good, good.
Be in your face every day like this! Let's go!
You gotta punch hard!
On your mark, get set, go!
Everything's actually working out how I wanted it. You know, I wanted you to understand why I did what I did.
So I'm going to ask Jen and Jay. What? From the black team to switch places with Sarah and Denny.
My goal is to stay here as long as we can. We're in a really good position to survive these next couple weeks. I promise you, trust me. These girls aren't real happy with what I did last week.
Did you really just pick them to just make them the target to get out the way in case y'all do fall below? I mean, in case
That's what I just said.
So what you're saying is that we'll be the first ones you vote off.
Yeah.
Karma's a bitch.
Yeah.
No one on the black team is very happy with Arthur at this point. He really does have a big target on his back.
I wasn't crazy sending our best team over there for their worst. And it's gonna be hard for that red team to send Jen and Jay home. I mean, they're still the #1 team. They're not going nowhere. By sending them over there and bringing 2 people over from the other side here, that gives us 2 outs.
All right, I understand now everything.
Yeah. It's real important that this week that I keep my eyes and my ears open, but my mouth shut. I'm walking a fine line right now. It's very crucial that I put up a very big number to solidify that I don't give them an opportunity to teach me a lesson and maybe send myself or my dad home. It's gonna be an interesting week.
We're recognizing as a group that we've lost 2 members in the last 2 lanes. And as a part of this red team, I don't want to see anyone else go home. So this week's the week where we have to put our feet down and say, I'm sorry, we're not leaving again.
We see Allison. And I know that Allison does not come to have tea and cookies with us.
For today's pop challenge, you will be tied together with a rope. All you have to do is untie yourselves faster than the other team.
I'm not a sailor. I don't know how to untie all these fancy knots. I'm thinking to myself, oh, great, Justin and Ruline lived on a farm their whole lives. They probably, tied cows' legs together. It's like, oh, here we go again.
The first team to untie themselves and race over will receive this. That is the only key to the gym. You will be the only team allowed inside the gym all week long.
Oh. 2 things on this ranch that are vital for your success are the gym and your food. If one of them is cut off, it's like one of your lifelines is cut off.
Black team, you have an extra team member, so you're gonna have to sit someone out. Why don't you talk about it for a second, decide who you're gonna sit out?
Okay.
The question is, are you fast enough to do it?
Well, why don't you just sit out? Why don't we just...
Whatever you want.
Olivia, who's going to sit out for the black team?
We're gonna sit out Arthur.
So this was not your choice, this was a group decision?
I don't think anybody wants to sit out. If they want to sit out, they probably shouldn't be here.
Excellent point. All right, well, let's go.
If we can win this challenge, Bob and Jillian are going to be very proud of us because they've had this gym for 11 seasons. This is their gym, and we need to protect it.
Justin had this look of, I got this.
I'm a cowboy. I've been around ropes my whole life, packing mules and roping calves, and even a little bit of experience with Eagle Scout and the merit badge there.
On your mark. Get set. Go!
No, Austin, just wait. Just wait.
Just follow me. All you gotta do is, no, come after me. Come after me. Come through right there. Now, just step over.
Go up. Give us some slack. Give us some slack. Scoot out a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, Irene, you're gonna have to go through every single knot. You're also, so you're gonna have to wrap the rope around. It's like Irene's making quick work.
You know, I know the red team is out for blood, but don't underestimate the black team. We're always out for blood. And last time I checked, we beat them twice on the scale.
You just gotta follow me. You want big enough so when they come through, they walk through.
If we lose the challenge, you know, we will get zero access to the gym, and that's tough because you never know if it's going to rain or if it's going to be cold, and the pressure's on us to be able to redeem ourselves a little bit.
No, you're going the wrong way. It's got to go over. There you go. Over.
Once everybody figured out what we were doing, it was really more like organized chaos.
Step forward. I got to do step through.
Ours was organized chaos, and I looked over the black team, and it was definitely just chaos.
Wait, how am I going through?
You got to go over.
I was really confused during the challenge. I mean, I was just like...
Irene first. Through. Who's second? I got it. I'm holding it. I'm holding the knot, so I'll always hold the knot. Who's next?
I look over to the black team, and I'm trying to figure out what they're doing.
Get out of it, Courtney. I got it. Where am I? Just go down.
Reality is, I think they're still trying to figure out what they're doing. I don't think there was any strategy.
Go black team!
It's real confusing because everybody's bunched up, and it sounded like we were ahead. So we're going to be okay. Let's go!
Marty.
They got it untied.
Yeah, they got it.
Looks like they did it.
Big victories, looking back and seeing your teammates and knowing that, you know, y'all worked together and you accomplished your goal. And the red team, we're a family, you know, even for a little dysfunctional, we're going to do what it takes to win.
Awesome. Good job, guys.
We're done.
We're good.
Jillian is going to kill us. I can't even imagine what we're going to have to do outside. So I don't really want to face them.
1, 2, 3.
Red team!
Good gym. All right, red team, congratulations. Good luck. Enjoy the gym this week. Come get your key.
Go get Kelly.
Yeah!
That's it. Open her up.
Let's open her up.
Open it up.
It's the red house.
Yeah!
It's our house, baby.
Nobody comes in our house. Not this week.
Oh, God. I feel bad news emanating from your area.
When they walk up and we don't have a win, it just feels like we let them down. And so it's always hard coming off a loss of a challenge. And they want to know why. And sometimes I just want to say, you know, we weren't as fast as them. We weren't as smart as them.
We just had a pop challenge, which we lost. We have no access to the gym and have to lose as much weight as we can outside.
Why is it that when you win, you get a video from home, and yet when they win, no one's allowed to use the gym? And like, oh, okay.
There's no gym. The bread and butter of this place is cardio. We are flying blind. It is a massive disadvantage.
Thank God that we do have this equipment out here that we can use and have access to, because you're going to be using it a lot this week. It just goes back to, these are the cards that we were being dealt, right, Jillian? Right?
Now I'm just mad about it. Have you seen the teams, by the way? I mean, it's like the Care Bears against an NFL football team.
I would think that we're going to use this as a motivation to work even harder this week, right?
Okay.
How great will it be to go into that weigh-in again and beat them with no tools?
I feel like you're dreaming right now.
We've done it before.
These are the tools we'll have at home.
No.
No, you'll have a gym membership.
There's two ways of looking at this. You guys can get all upset that you lost the weigh-in. But you know what? That's part of Biggest Loser. The game has begun.
I want to say something to you that I'm upset about Q, but I'm happy you're here because I assumed you'd be the one going home, and I don't want it to seem like I don't care about you.
No, I understand. Thank you.
Welcome you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
So,
where's the black team, by the way?
We're all by ourselves. They can't come in the gym for all week long.
Okay. That's going to be a problem for them.
I think it's a big plus.
You guys going to miss them here?
No.
Get your wraps on.
Okay.
Let's get to it.
Sounds good.
It's week 7, and I have to say I have mixed feelings about this week. We got put into a team that has this pact
Yeah. Oh, look at him go.
where these guys are going to never write each other off. Right now, we're the odd people out.
Pretty good. He's fast, guys.
We have to look pretty strong, you know, and they're watching us. You can just feel their eyes on everything that we're doing. The frustrating thing is I feel like my days are numbered, and I have no control over it.
There you go. Let's go. Come on now. Let's get some payback for Q. Pull it in hard. That's not hard enough. Good. Part of the black team's secret sauce has been getting to use the treadmill. Let's do this for Q, baby. Come on now. Every piece of equipment, you impose the demand on it. You can quit whenever you want. The treadmill, you have to keep up with it. What's going on, Papa?
Going throughout this whole experience. Every time when it gets hard for me, I always say three names. My wife, Anita, my daughter, Kaylee, and my other daughter, Linnea. So when I say the three names, I'm able to go further than I ever thought. Anything is possible.
Get ready to go! How many? How many? How many? How many? How many? Time, Mercy, on your mark.
We don't have a gym, guys. This is our gym. This is where we're going to be spending the rest of the week.
Okay, let's get a little tension on there. A weird energy here, people. What's going on?
Jillian and I felt such a thick energy with our team today, and we needed to get to the bottom of it.
What happened?
It felt like people were laughing, and we're trying to beat these big boys, and they are in it. They are focused. They are like this.
She's right.
In the past, I'm not saying now, they've called us underdogs. They've called us weak. I don't want to look like that. That's not who our team is.
But even if we do lose, we can't sit and pout and bitch about it.
I get that, but I'm allowed to have whatever kind of emotion I want to have.
I know,
as are you.
but that's what we're all trying to tell you that.
But I should be able to come to you without you getting all pissed.
Totally, and I
can't. It's obvious.
But we tried our absolute hardest. Our absolute hardest.
And I never said you didn't.
I'm pissed because I don't think that my work ethic here should ever be questioned. I love Hannah, but I don't agree with her on this situation at all.
You guys, listen to me. No one in this life is an island. You want to get something done? You got to get it done with people. That's how things work.
I'm not, they think I'm picking them out. I'm not trying to pick anyone out. I'm just saying, we are not a weak team. We are a strong team.
I also think that what we all need to remember, too, is that huge, big world gold medalist team that you guys were up against, you crushed them at the weigh-in last week. You guys are an extremely strong team. So I think you have to remind yourself about that. You should still keep your focus as clear as possible, and we'll go into this game going, I'm going to give every single bit I've got, no matter what. Jillian and I's job today is to be able to just dilute all this negative energy and get these guys refocused and get them positive and get them ready for a week that is going to be extremely challenging. All you're going to focus on is keeping moving, keeping going. That is it. Move, move, move. Courtney, go. Move those feet. Speed skate. Reach those arms. Jab, cross, hook, uppercut, uppercut, hold.
It has been kind of a rocky morning, but I am really hoping that the black team can just refocus and really show the red team that the little girls who everyone thinks are so weak and not this can play with the big boys.
Boom! 3. Yes.
Just like we do in the gym, we move from equipment to equipment, keeping our heart rate going. Limit that downtime.
This week in particular, it's really important that we keep that intensity up, even though we don't have the gym.
Push.
So in the workout, I'm chest pressing Marcy.
Trying to get down as low as you can, everybody.
Doing core work, we're spinning.
There we go, there we go. Good, 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 good. I'm not messing around. Push! Get some, Denny. And rip it. Nice, Olivia. 2 and 1. Spin shoes off, running shoes on.
Come on now.
Our gym can use every inch of it, right, Mulan? Come on, Mulan.
Mulan is struggling in this workout. He's not pushing himself, and I know he's much more capable of what he's giving me right now.
All right, that's good. Mulan is a former Olympian. He can handle it. Go! Come on, Mulan, push harder. Come on, push, 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 push. Don't touch the rope. All right, gotta start again. Beat it out. Come on, let's go. What's wrong? Mulan, your foot is on the other foot. It has to be up like that, okay? That's where it has to be. You can't, all right.
What he's giving me right now is not acceptable. He has to just do what I say and stop complaining.
Up, Up and plank. Woo! Some guys here have more muscle than others. Rulon, come on. Back down.
No, I'm not going back down.
I was gonna put a
That's fine. You put all the weight you want on.
You have an image in your mind of somebody that's like the Olympic gold medalist, and you're in awe when you meet him, when you see him run at a 12.0 on a treadmill, when you see him pick up things that are so easy. And these were really simple things, and Kerry kept pushing at him and trying to get him to just kind of get his head back into it. And he didn't want to have anything to do with it.
But the challenge was not for you to use that rope. It was for you to use that rope. So what's the problem? That was the rope you were supposed to. Is life always fair?
Nope. Stack the deck against me. That's
I
fine.
didn't stack the deck. I gave you the speed rope. A speed rope is for athletes. You're an Olympic athlete.
Not at 400 pounds.
I would really seriously start rethinking your attitude right now. Come on, outside. Come on, outside. Why are you moving like a snail today? Seriously.
I'm not moving like a snail.
Like you're training this hard and you're moving like a snail.
You know, you come back, the plank, you put another 45. Life isn't fair. I'm already 150 pounds heavier than Jane.
Okay, that's an excuse.
So you throw another 45 on me, that's good.
Why are you here? You said you want to be the best. Is that why you're here?
I want to be my best.
Okay.
You know, and I let some things slide in my life. I'm here to put my life in a position to where I can reset it. Because before, my life hasn't been the perfect little wrapped in beautiful glory as the Olympics seems to be or was. It's not that.
So what was your life before you came here? Tell me.
Last 6 years, it's been hell. It's been hell. Getting, you know, almost everything I've ever wanted to come true, and then boom. I want to look at me, and I want to be proud of me. That's one of the things that I've lost, is that I could be proud of who I am. And I don't want my personal life and the turmoil from my past to affect me now.
Okay, but I think it is.
In some ways it is.
That's why I think you're a machine and you act like a machine.
Yeah, some ways it is. And you know what? That's for me to deal with,
Yeah, but we're here to deal with problems, and I'm here to help you.
I'm not going to go there. That's.
Why? Don't you think that affects the way that you are every day? That you think the 500 pounds comes from part of that?
I think some things, yeah. But I'm not bringing up that stuff. There's too much stuff there. I won't go there. I'm sorry.
Rulon just won't open up. A lot of things happen in his past that he just doesn't want to deal with or talk about, and I get it. My father passed away when I was 14, and my mother died a few years ago in a car accident. It crushed me, and the last thing I want to do sometimes is talk about it. But sometimes you got to realize that in order to heal, you have to open up. And unless he opens up, he's not going to get the most he can out of this experience.
I'm not giving up on you. We're going to talk about this later, okay? Okay. All right.
For me, I don't really trust a lot of people and just throw blind trust. And I don't do it. And when I feel kind of a little bit of unease, ness with myself, I really kind of pull back. And I used to have a very good relationship with my heart, my soul, and who I was. I truly need to stop being this tough guy before it's too late.
We just had a great workout, and we're walking into the pool. Obviously, there's a lot of rivalry amongst us as a group. We're a lot of us trying to contend with one another. I'm thinking challenge. Yeah, we gotta throw down. We gotta throw something down.
I think, Jen, you should do it. What? You're our newcomer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you gotta prove yourself.
That's so
Newcomer against the old wise one, Justin.
Oh, yeah, Justin. Yeah.
Nope.
Justin is definitely the team leader of the red team. And to have the opportunity to try to beat him in a little friendly competition, hey, why not? I'll go for it, definitely.
What's the challenge? What are you gonna do?
Hop in the pool. First one to touch the pool and back gets breakfast in bed from the loser.
Justin's gonna make breakfast?
No. It'll be a Subway breakfast.
All right.
Okay, that's cool.
I can go for some Subway breakfast.
Yeah, delivering it to me.
No.
All right, let's go then. Come on.
No.
All right.
Before anybody could say go, I just hopped right in that pool and didn't give Justin a chance to even realize what was happening.
Without even hesitating, both of them are in the pool, swimming with all of their clothes on. They're swimming so slow it's ridiculous because they're totally held back by everything. Let's go! Justin starts really losing and he takes off all his clothes.
All the way back! All the way back here!
official. Justin is getting served.
Wait.
I'm hungry.
I'm not sure if I've ever had breakfast in bed, to be honest with you. She better not forget two things, the eggs and a little humility. That'll work.
Artie, what's for dinner?
I can't decide. I'm gonna have either steak or chicken sausage. I was gonna ask you first, Mama.
No, you are not having steak or chicken. No.
Neither.
Arthur's decision put a big target on his back. We love Arthur, and we know Arthur needs to be here. But we also need to know that he's going to turn the page and he's going to get it at some point. No more sausage. No. No steak. No. Fish.
Fish.
This week. You're
What should I cook it in? Olive oil?
No. Olive oil is how many calories in a tablespoon of olive oil?
You can cook it in the air.
120, right. You want to waste...
more than the fish.
Yeah.
So cook it in some water. Let it steam.
Use a lot of spices.
Yeah. Not salt. You don't even need salt.
Yeah. Do some
Right.
garlic.
I have a huge support system here, and my plan is to let them take the lead, and I'm gonna follow their lead. Can I please have some cheese with my salad?
Arthur, look at me. Can you?
No cheese.
No cheese.
All right. Mama says no cheese it is.
Right. All right, we want to see the finished product, babe, when you're done.
Okay. All right, ladies.
How'd you do it?
Does that get your approval?
Salsa is a great.
That's my salad
alternative.
dressing, and no cheese.
Yeah, that's perfect. And you know what? You're going to be full.
This week, I just got to give these ladies time and let them see the effort that I'm putting in. I truly believe that, these women here, they love me, just as much as I love them. And they will forgive me eventually. But, it's just one of those things that take time.
Excellent.
Good job.
Good job.
Thank you, ladies.
All right, honey. That'll pay off.
Big numbers this week. Big numbers.
Did you get up with the chickens this morning?
Yeah. Here's your Subway.
Yeah.
Built you a better breakfast and served it to your ass in bed. You better like it.
Kind did you get me? Just what I ordered? I hope so.
We have a weigh-in coming up, so egg whites, Swiss cheese, tomatoes, and bell peppers on whole wheat bread.
Tastes like victory. Now, get my shoes and my shirt and everything out.
Oh, you're out of
before
your
you
mind.
Muscle is the body's fat-burning engine, so it's important to include some strength training in your workout regimen. Walking lunges are a great strength-building exercise, and you can always add hand weights, a lateral raise, or an overhead press to them. Building muscle helps you get fit fast.
Welcome, red team. Welcome, black team. Every one of you arrived on campus hoping to get your life back on track. But you know you can't do it alone. Sooner or later, you're going to need help, whether it's from a trainer, a loved one, or a teammate. And that's never been more true than tonight. Because it's one thing to have to push yourself. It's quite another to try to push one of those.
Okay.
For tonight's challenge, each team will be pushing a 24-ton train 800 feet.
You want us to push that? I'm like, this is not happening.
Finally, the red team has a little bit of advantage, and we're going to be able to use some of our big guys and our strength.
You should know that strength isn't everything, because along the way, you will have to answer 6 trivia questions. Each train is filled with a bag of food that represents an answer to those questions. Your job is to throw out the right bag of food for each question. Any question you get wrong, 15 seconds will be added to your time.
I believe the black team knows more about nutrition than the red team. I really believe that they have the brawn and we have the brains.
We're going to play one team at a time. It's the team with the fastest overall time that will win tonight's challenge. The prize could be your ticket to another week on campus. The team that wins gets to pick one player from the other team whose weight will not count at this week's weigh-in.
Oh my God. This is awesome. I mean, for us to knock one of those boys out is huge. So any advantage that we can get is going to be exactly what we need.
Black team, you have an extra team member, so you need to discuss amongst yourselves who you want to sit out tonight. We'll give you a second to think it over. But I feel good, though. Like,
we're going to have Denny sit out tonight.
Black team, game face is on. You're up first.
Now they have the gym, and we have to win this. There's no excuses. It's time to do this because we need that prize.
I'm ready to prove that I'm an important component in this entire team. I'm excited for that. I'm excited to compete with the black team.
Focus, focus, focus.
On your mark, get set, go!
Let's go.
Push!
Surprisingly, that train starts to move.
Here we go.
Which bag has the most calories?
Go.
I see the first question. I think it's going to be pretty easy.
Walnuts!
Okay. Which bag has the most sodium?
Okay, which one? Sodium, which one?
But then we keep going faster and faster, and I have no way to tell the rest of our team to slow down. There's not enough time to even think.
We gotta go. What do you think?
They're working on their second question.
Beans.
No, protein is beans. Give me another one.
Peanuts. I just had like 3 seconds to sit here and think about the question, but because of speed of the train, the sign's coming toward you, the 50 pounds of the bag is a lot more challenging than I anticipated.
Peanuts!
You know, it's like a bear chasing you or something. You ran that fast to save your life.
You're at the third question.
Pinto beans.
Yep.
Fiber. Oh, no, wait.
Has the most fiber.
Which one? Eggs or rice? Oh, wait, rice?
Shoot, give me rice.
Rice.
That should have been the...
That's fine.
Right. And they are 1 minute into this challenge.
We're at a sprint at this point, but you just have to keep going. You just can't stop.
Arthur?
I got these little tree trunks for legs, and I got them moving as fast as I can. And about halfway through, I know that I'm gonna fall.
Arthur, you all right?
Arthur! I noticed that Arthur is not keeping up with the train, and I turn around and he's not there, and he's way back on the train track, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Arthur! Slow down, we lost Arthur. 4 questions down. 2 left.
Sugar, bananas.
They have 1 question left.
I hope that last one's cholesterol. Oh, we messed that up. Okay. Eggs. Shoot.
That's it, all 6 questions.
That was really sad.
We know that we've really messed up, and I don't want to let our team down.
Did they guess right?
We messed that up. Yep, carbs was rice. The eggs would have been protein.
Yep.
Got to get to this finish line. Two minutes, 5 seconds, black team.
Tonight's challenge really reminded me of chasing after that big truck at Jillian's and how tough it was. And, you know, it just seems like I'm always having troubles when it comes to chasing something and pushing something. It was tough. It was a kind of a blow.
That's the mark we're setting for the red team, but we'll have to wait and see how you did answering those questions to come up with your final time.
If we move this train quicker than they did, we should have this in the bag.
All right, black team, keep in mind what is at stake tonight. The team that wins tonight's challenge gets to choose 1 member of the opposite team to sit out to make sure their weight does not count at this week's weigh-in. It could change the outcome of the weigh-in this week. A lot riding on this challenge. Red team, are you ready? On your mark, get set, go!
Yeah, this is great. Yeah. Allison says go. First thing we feel is, yeah, it's 24 ton, and it's a lot of effort to get it rolling.
Come on! Which has the most calories? Walnuts.
Walnuts. Walnuts! There they go. Top question 1.
What's your step?
Which bag has the most sodium?
Pinto beans!
Pinto beans! Throw it.
Okay, which bag has the most protein? Rice or eggs?
Throw it quick.
Eggs!
Keep going, Moses. As we're pushing faster and faster, I realize our strength might be our weakness because I'm not sure if I can keep up with this train.
Keep your feet moving, doing good.
Question 4, 1 minute in, and they are more than halfway there. They are faster than your time.
Which bag has the most fiber?
Oh, banana.
Banana!
Question 5.
Which bag has the most sugar? Rice?
Right!
Question 6.
Which bag has the most carbs?
Right.
I was kind of wishing we could have pressed rewind and pulled that rice back up into the train and switched it out.
Raw peanuts. Once you mess up one question, then another question's wrong. So I'm just hoping that we're getting these right.
Steps are almost there. Go!
Push.
Come on, 50 feet. Let's go. 50 feet push.
They are racing to the finish.
Come on, you back. 10 feet. 10 feet push.
Across the finish line. 1 minute, 35 seconds.
Went so fast.
I know, it's just like, I'm pretty sure we got protein, right?
Oh, I hope so.
Now I need to calculate how you did on the trivia questions, and we will come up with a winner, guys.
With our time and with the black team's time, 1 or 2 questions could, turn the balance of it over very quickly. So I definitely think it is any team's game.
Now I need to calculate how you did on the trivia questions, and we will come up with a winner, guys. All right, teams, we're going to start with what you already know. Black team, you completed the course in 2 minutes, 5 seconds. Red team, you finished the course in 1 minute, 35 seconds. Now, that was only the first half of this challenge.
Right.
As you know, you had 6 trivia questions to answer, and you were going to be penalized for each one you got wrong. Black team, you went first. You got 4 questions wrong, which means you have 1 minute added to your total time, making it 3 minutes, 5 seconds. So red team, in order to win this challenge, all you had to do was get 1 question right.
Please let us have answered 1. I was pretty sure with our calorie question, but at this point, you start to doubt yourself.
And you did it. By the way, that's all you got right. So congratulations, red team. I will expect an answer from you at the beginning of the weigh-in this week. Good night, you guys. Have a good week. I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Come on, last chance workout. Weigh in this week. Gonna beat the black team. Push it out.
In this last chance workout, there is so much riding on it. There's the understanding that we have another opportunity to lose someone. And we've done it 2 weeks in a row as a group. We felt that pain and we don't want to feel it again. So the entire energy in the gym is absolutely different.
Last chance workout. Get set. Go.
I hope the red team doesn't lose the weigh-in. The black team, they've been doing a good job the last few weeks. The pressure's on us to be able to redeem ourselves, and my team, expected me to be an example, and there's nothing I back down from, and that's why I want kind of our team to have that attitude that this is about battling for life. Time for war.
You're gonna win this weigh-in. Nobody's going home.
If we don't win the weigh-in, my dad and I are really in jeopardy of going home. Really more so my dad, because he's not going to let me go home. He would fall on the sword before he'd let me be eliminated.
Nobody's going home, Jay.
Make him work.
Fight. Halfway there. 15 more seconds, guys. 15.
You gotta have a voice in this world, Kaylee. Let's go. Come on, girl. Tell me one thing in your life that hurts the most.
And I can't accept myself. there. I see what I do here. Sometimes I still feel it's not good enough. And I know I shouldn't feel this way, but it's just years of not feeling good enough. Feeling it.
It's not the case.
That's what I'm coming to realize, but...
What's happening right now with you questioning where you're gonna be, at first it was like a little speck, way out there, a dream. Now it's coming closer, it's taking shape. You can see it, it has a name. Now it's getting right here, Kaylee. I mean like right here. And you have to step in and embrace it.
It's kind of scary to realize that all these things that I didn't feel like I deserved or could ever have, how close I'm getting to them now. I'm losing my weight, I'm getting this confidence that I've never had, and just to apply this to my life. I'm 20 years old, I've lived my life and I don't have much to show for it, and to now having all this newfound confidence and, you know, the strength I found in myself, I really cannot wait for my life to start.
All right.
Spread.
5 seconds. This week is Mission Rulan for me. Get him to open up to me. Because everyone looks at him like he's this stoic hero, he's this machine. He's Rulan, the Olympic champion. And I'm here this week to show everybody that he needs help just like everybody else here. Is it all right with you if I cover this?
Sure.
I know you always have to be in control and watch this stuff, and we're working on that, right?
Yep.
Why do you always have to be in control? Think about that. Get back on. 20 seconds. Go.
Why? Because the last 6 years I lost control. I didn't care. I gave up. I stopped caring about what I look like.
Losing control? How does somebody that wins the Olympics lose such control that they gain, like they go to almost 500 pounds?
You know, before wrestling, I could control my destiny. The real world, I lost the value of who I was as a person. I didn't give a crap what I looked like. I lied to myself every day when I looked in the mirror. And in my mind, I was still strong, I was still powerful, even though everything around me was crumbling. But I had no self-control, I had no self-value. I stopped taking accountability of who I was. I just stepped away and just checked out for 6 years. Finally, I saw myself this summer, and it's like, holy crap. Seeing myself on TV and seeing the pictures in the newspaper, it's like, holy cow. You know, you see my mugshot when I wrestled, and you see me in real life, it's like, if this is 6 years, what's it going to be in 10? It really made me look at my life, and my wife's sitting there right next to me, you know? 10 years, I'm dead. I don't want that. I want to be there for her.
On for 10 seconds. Go. Nice. Push yourself. You're going to gain the weight back.
No, I'm not.
You're telling me you're not going to gain the weight back. It's not a competition to drive you. You're not going to gain all this weight back.
I have to compete against myself. Look in the mirror, have value. I haven't done that. I've never had to do that.
5. I want to hear it. And I want you to mean it.
I'm not going to gain my weight back!
I can't. It's not right. You know who I was? I can't pass up this chance to have an amazing, family. And for me to come back and become obese and become the person that I was before I came here, I can't do it because this is like a rebirth for me. This is an opportunity for me to come back and to prove myself, not to anybody else, but to myself.
I was really proud of Rulan. I was so proud of him. The fact that he just verbalized himself like that and let his heart out for everybody in the gym to see. All right, let's do it. Put on your gloves. We're going to fight. We're going to all hold him accountable. And the fact that he did that made me really proud. The light bulb is starting to go off in Rulan's head.
See that fighter again, let's go!
My heart and my soul are here, to get my life back. And I'm going to give everything I have to it. I'm going to push myself to get the health back that I lost.
In the first hour of The Biggest Loser, the loss of the pop challenge divided the black team.
We can't sit and pout and bitch about it.
I get that. I'm allowed to have whatever kind of emotion I want to have.
But we tried our absolute hardest.
Arthur struggled to make amends,
They will forgive me eventually.
while Jen and Jay continued to prove themselves to the red team.
I feel like my days are numbered, and I have no control over it.
Coming up,
Focus!
the black team struggles without the gym. And a weigh-in you'll never forget.
You have another weigh-in tomorrow, and everything is going against you.
Lost the pop challenge, lost the challenge, not gonna lose this weigh-in.
You couldn't be more screwed at the moment. Last chance workout, no gym, and someone sitting out. I need 100% focus.
The red team may have won the pop challenge and they might have won the regular challenge, but they are not going to beat us at the weigh-in this week. I truly believe that we can beat them again on the scale because we have every single time that we've gone against them.
And I really believe, even though we weren't on those treadmills this week, that we can still do that.
We're gonna bring the gym outdoors. Keep going, pressing overhead.
Bob's got us overhead pressing lawn furniture, which is like hard. And at first I was like, that chair looks pretty light. I lied, it's not. I'm looking at everyone and everybody's there, you know? Maybe this whole talk helped because everyone looks so focused and everyone looks into it.
Get those legs going. Last chance workout, let's go.
If you don't want to be called underdogs, then don't act like it. Dig in there, rip it. Come on, girl, pull, pull, pull it.
Black team is together, black team is focused, black team is strong.
During this last chance workout, although I don't want to think about it, I can't help but think that there is a chance that if we lose this weigh-in, my mom or I could be going home. And that thought it's making me push, My body hurts right now. I don't want to keep going, but I have to because I have to be here. And I have to because my mom needs to be here.
5, 4.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
3, 2,
in and out, in and out.
and 1. We won that weigh-in, and I want another one.
Artie, so what happened at the challenge?
I was hanging on with dear life, and I was running as fast as these little stumps could go.
Arthur! Slow down, we lost Arthur.
But about halfway through, I just couldn't keep up with the train, so I had to let go.
We should make sure that you really feel confident about this. So I thought we might revisit day 1 and push the truck around.
Welcome to The Biggest Loser.
Let's go, we got a long way to go.
We're pushing a freaking truck right now, a mile.
Fabulous.
Arthur's been questioning himself, he's been questioning his abilities, and we all do that, obviously. The important thing is to learn from those setbacks, use them as an entry point for learning, and keep moving forward.
Jillian,
he can do it, just don't touch the brake.
No, there's 3 of them.
Come on.
Give me something brighter, give me something I can see.
Arthur,
Give me
look
something.
at you. This is very impressive.
Push.
Give me all the love and peace when these
My goodness.
Push, Arthur.
I didn't think I could hold on to that truck, but no matter what my body says, I gotta keep pushing.
Oh, it's going to be a long half of a mile, isn't it?
7 weeks ago, Arthur could not do this. He had to get the whole team. Everybody dig now! Dig, dig, dig! This is it! And now Arthur is basically pushing this truck by himself.
7 weeks ago, mentally, you're questioning everything your trainers ask of you. The difference now is you don't question whether or not you can do it. It's just, that you gotta do whatever it takes to get it done.
Good job, Arthur.
By yourself. It's a big thing. I think he needs to know how strong he is physically and mentally. He's come a long way in 7 weeks, and I'm really, really proud of Arthur.
Okay, take it home, black team.
It's important today that Arthur understand how strong he really is, so he's empowered and confident in the weigh-in. Win this weigh-in tomorrow, please.
I love you, Joe. I don't care what anybody says about you. You're cool with me.
We need to win this weigh-in. We've already lost twice, and we need to win.
Every time I walk into a weigh-in, I always feel pretty confident. But this week is a little bit different because they get to sit someone out of our weigh-in. It's kind of scary knowing that they kind of have that one up on us this week.
Well, this is turning into quite a matchup. Looks like the red team may have learned a thing or two from Brett and Kara, because this week they came out swinging. Not only did you win the pop challenge, you also won the challenge, which means, red team, you get to choose one member of the black team to sit out this weigh-in. One player's weight from the black team will not count for their team this week. But first, we're going to weigh in the red team. Jay, you're up first.
The red team's always watching Jen and I. I mean, we're known as being heavy hitters with dropping weight every week. So it's really important that I start this off with a really strong number.
Jay, your previous weight was 317 pounds. Your current weight is.
Last week I had 299, so I still got 299 here. And next week, I'm going to be below 300 pounds. And by finale, I'm going to be well below the 200s. This is great.
Well, Jay, we're glad to be a part of it. Thank you.
Thank you.
My dad has lived a life of yo-yo diets and hasn't really been at that goal weight. And now he has this laser focus that he's never had before. And he's really, in an awesome way, just blossomed into this person that now sees that he's got everything inside of him necessary to hit his goal.
Jay, since America first saw you weigh in 7 weeks ago, you have lost 92 pounds. Jay, you start the red team off with 9 pounds and a total percentage weight loss of 0.38%. Next up is Jen. Jen, your previous weight was 218 pounds. Your current weight is.
Immediately, you know, that part of me kicks in that it's not good enough.
You know, red team has an alliance to one another. So
no matter how good our numbers are, even if our performance is top-notch, we're on the chopping block every single week that we are not winning a weigh-in. 7's not going to keep my dad and I here.
Moses, last week you broke the record for the fastest Biggest Loser player to lose 100 pounds. Let's get you on the scale and see how you did this week. Your previous weight was 340 pounds. Your current weight is.
I was hoping for more. I really wanted the double digits, but I'm happy for a 7.
Thank you, Moses. Next to weigh in for the red team is Kaylee. Kaylee, your previous weight was 190 pounds. Your current weight is.
I was really nervous, I'm not going to lie. It was just kind of a hard week this week, I guess, but 3 pounds, I'm happy with that. It's still a loss. I'm just going to have to work harder next week.
Brett, what do you think of Kaylee's 3?
I'm happy with the 3. I mean, look at her. It's getting harder for her to lose weight, but she's doing, I think, right on track. I'm really proud of her.
Thanks, Kaylee.
Thanks.
When I see Kaylee pull a 3 on the scale, the first thing I think, a lot of the girls on our team are close to Kaylee's size. If they are losing what she's losing, then there's no way that we can beat this red team.
Justin, you're next.
When I looked at the people already weighed in, I know that Moses and Kaylee had slipped just a little, and it's important that I turn it around and make the numbers start to go the other way.
Justin, your previous weight was 282 pounds. Your current weight is.
I'm disappointed in my number a little bit, but I'm not disappointed for me. I'm disappointed for what I've done for my team, you know.
The fact that you would say that you're a disappointment to the team is insane to me, because everybody here knows that you've been like glue for this whole red team, and you just have so much heart, and you're amazing, and we love you.
Thanks, Justin.
Justin's 5 pounds, Kaylee's 3, my 7. I'm not feeling as confident as I was when I walked in. We got the gym all week. I really thought that we'd all be much higher than that. And we're gonna need some big numbers to even make it a challenge for the other team.
Up next, Rulon. Rulon, your previous weight was 382 pounds. You have lost 92 pounds since you came to campus, which means you are 8 pounds away from losing 100 pounds. Obviously, it's extremely important to you tonight.
Just get my life back. Just, you know, I never thought I could do this. And it's just amazing. Me and Justin every day, we're like, holy cow, my belly's going away. And it's just like, this is the most amazing thing. Just knowing that we're gonna get something back that we didn't know we lost. And that's, that means everything to me. I have my family, I have my life, and I'm gonna fight for it. And it's time to get it back.
Your previous weight was 382 pounds. Your current weight is. Rulon, your previous weight was 382 pounds. You are 8 pounds away from losing 100 pounds. Your current weight is.
And I'm done being irresponsible with my weight, with my health. Because it's the only thing I have that's really, truly important to me is my health.
Congratulations, Rulon.
Yeah, Rulon.
Rulon, since America saw you first weigh in 7 weeks ago, you have lost 103 pounds. You lost 11 pounds this week, adding to the red team's total, making it 42 pounds so far. Current percentage weight loss of 1.79%. The 2 people left to weigh in. Austin, you're next. Austin, your previous weight was 316 pounds. Your current weight is.
Yes.
Awesome. I feel good. I feel good. 10 pounds. I'm great. It's great.
That's great to hear. Thank you, Austin.
Nice job,
I hit a 10. I know what I'm doing is working. I'm so glad. I'm so happy. I want it to happen again.
In music and in other areas of his life, he's been really great at excelling and doing super. He's never been able to excel physically, and now he's really grasped it. He's excelling physically. He's so confident. What's happening on the outside is great, but what's happening on the inside is even better for us, and I'm so proud of him.
Austin, you've lost 10 pounds 2 weeks in a row, and you have lost 90 pounds since your first weigh. One more week like this and you'll hit 100.
That's what we're going for. That's what we're going for.
Up next, we have one person left to weigh in for the red team, and that's Ken. Ken, your previous weight was 307 pounds. Your current weight is.
When I first came, I came because I wanted to be here for my son. And the greatest thing that happened is that I began to find me. I'm really trying hard to become a better person. And I'm very grateful.
Good for you. Good for you, Ken. Thank you. Ken, not only have you lost 81 pounds since you started this competition, you are officially out of the 300s and into the 200s. Yeah. When was the last time you had a 2 at the beginning of your number?
That would have been the year that Austin was born.
Nice.
Feel good to be back there?
Very good.
Every time he hits that gym door, every time he punches one of the punching bags, every pound he loses on the scale. That's his commitment to me, to my mom, to my siblings. I couldn't be more proud.
You lost 11 pounds this week, adding to the red team's total, making it 63 pounds so far, for a total percentage of weight loss of 2.68%. Which means, black team, in order to win tonight's weigh-in, you would need to have lost more than 52 pounds as a team, with one person's weight not counting. Red team, you won the challenge this week, which means you won the right to choose one player whose weight won't count at tonight's weigh-in from the black team. So, Ken.
There were 3 players that we considered, and the one that we finally chose was Irene.
I'm relieved. I really thought it was going to be between Courtney and Arthur. And if they'd been smart and been really watching Arthur this week, they would have picked Arthur.
I honestly don't think I'm going to be doing that well this week. We'll see how it goes.
Irene, we are going to weigh you in. Irene, your previous weight was 204 pounds. Would it be a great milestone for you to get out of the 200s?
It would be nice.
All right, let's see if you did it. Irene, your current weight is...
Yeah. I work hard, and it definitely shows every week. So I'm happy.
Thanks, Irene.
Good job, Irene.
Good job, Irene.
Irene steps up on the scale. She pulls a 6, which is solid. I don't know if we made the right decision, but now the only question is, was Irene a better choice than Arthur?
Now we get to the official black team weigh-in. In order to beat the red team, you need to have lost more than 52 pounds, which means the rest of you need to have lost an average of 7 pounds apiece. Denny, come on up.
Our team is made up of small women compared to giant men. And so for us to pull a 7 in a 7-day period it would take a miracle. It would take a miracle for us to win this weigh-in.
Denny, your previous weight was 201 pounds. How excited are you to hopefully get out of the 200s tonight?
I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to it. I want to be in Wonderland, too.
Make it happen. Denny, your current weight is...
My mom entered Wonderland. Wonderland meaning 100. In the 100s, Wonderland.
Congratulations, Denny. Your current weight is 196 pounds.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good job. Thank you.
Good job, Denny. Congratulations, Denny.
You added 5 pounds to the black team's total. Sarah, you're next. Sarah, your previous weight was 212 pounds. Your current weight is... to force that smile to come out.
We have to win this weigh-in. And now that I've seen my number, I don't know how it's going to happen.
Thanks, Sarah.
Yeah.
Good job, Sarah. Sarah, you lost 4 pounds, adding to the black team's total, making it 9 pounds so far. Olivia, you're next. Olivia, your previous weight was 208 pounds. Your current weight is...
know, it's still 2 pounds down. I'm getting real close to being in the hundreds, and next week I will be.
I just want you to know that seeing you happy the first time in a long time is a real blessing to me, and I just love watching you every day.
Thanks.
And that's the best part, because that number doesn't define Olivia. It doesn't define her. She's worked so hard. I know I can see Jillian kind of freaking out, but
No, I mean, I told you we were this week. All I'm saying is you lost 16 pounds last week. All things considered, I was floored. So, you know, with that said, I told you it's important to have the gym. There's a reason I was unhappy.
Thanks, Olivia.
You're welcome.
Seeing the lower numbers coming from some of the girls, there is a little bit more confidence that's continuing to build with us. So we're actually kind of excited and saying, you know, this may be our week. We finally sent somebody home from the black team.
You lost 2 pounds this week, adding to the black team's total, making it 11 so far. There are 5 players left to weigh in on the black team. Remember, you're looking for more than 52. You got a long way to go. Hannah, you're next. So, Hannah, the black team certainly had a tough week this week. How was it for you personally?
You know, it was tough not having the gym, but, you know, whatever happens tonight, we pulled together as a team this week. And my team taught me this week, and Jillian and Bob, that it's not okay to shut down when things get rough, things get hard. And it's funny that happened this week, because every time I hit 200 pounds, it's when I shut down and the scale starts going up. It's happened twice in the past 10 years. So tonight, getting under that number is going to be a really big deal for me.
Hannah, your previous weight was 201 pounds. Your current weight is? Hannah, your previous weight was 201 pounds.
I've never been able to get below 200, and that number has just been plaguing me.
Your current weight is?
Nice job. When I got here, I didn't even know if that was even possible, but now I know it is. So just more milestones to go, and I just thank you guys so much for everything you've done for me. I really appreciate it. You get here on this ranch and you focus your mind and you let yourself change. Miracles happen, and the cool thing is you're making these miracles happen on your own, and it feels amazing.
Hannah, you lost 7 pounds this week, adding to the black team's total, making it 18 pounds so far. Black team, you have 4 people left to weigh in.
We only got 18 pounds. We need at least 53. I'd be lying if I said I was real confident.
Marcy, you're up.
Go, Marcy!
This is not gonna be good. There's no way. Marcy, your previous weight was 187 pounds. Your current weight is?
I told you I wasn't done, and I'm not. I've got 30 more pounds to go.
I'm just so proud of you, Mom. Like, I love you more than anything.
Thank you, Courtney. Thank you.
6 pounds. That's almost a pound a day, and you're like this big. To see her successes and be able to share those with her, it's just amazing. And that 6 pounds and all of the weight that she's lost since being here and the way that she's changed, you know, mentally and emotionally, I just can't believe it. And I'm just so glad that she's here by my side.
This week you lost 6 pounds, adding to the black team's total, making it 24 pounds so far. You need to have lost more than 52 pounds as a team, which means the 3 of you, Courtney, Jesse, Arthur, need to have lost an average of 10 pounds apiece.
We see all these small numbers, and we're starting to feel really confident that this week no one from the red team's gonna go home.
Courtney, you're next.
Here you go, Courtney.
Courtney, your previous weight was 265 pounds. Your current weight is?
pound a day. How can you be upset about that? I did everything I could do this week, so I'm gonna take my 7 pounds and be proud.
Thank you, Courtney.
Good job, Court.
You lost 7 pounds this week, adding to the black team's total, making it 31 pounds so far. You have 2 people left to weigh in. Jesse, Arthur, between the 2 of you, you're gonna need to have lost more than 21 pounds. Jesse, you're next.
21 is just, to be honest with you, the best I can do is put a dent in it. I'm gonna do the best I can.
Jesse, your previous weight was 246 pounds. Your current weight is...
Are you kidding me? That's a very good number for me. I'm now 238 pounds. I'm feeling good, and nobody can take that away from me.
Jesse, you lost 8 pounds this last week, adding to the black team's total, making it 39 pounds so far. Arthur, you are the last member of the black team to weigh in tonight.
You could just feel the room. You know, everybody's hair was standing on end, and it all came down to Arthur, who continues to promise a large number, but hasn't really delivered yet.
You need to have lost more than 13 pounds this week.
We're proud of him no matter what.
Yeah, we're proud of you no matter what,
No matter
honey.
what.
You've been amazing.
Yeah,
so no matter what happens, no one blames you. Look at me, please. You hear me?
Yeah, I'm good.
You hear us?
You ready to do this, Arthur?
Yeah.
Ready to see what that skill says?
Come on, Arthur.
This is it. It all rides on Arthur. Arthur put us in this position. He's the one that switched us to the black team.
For Arthur, this is do or die time.
We've been on Arthur all week.
We have let him skid by long enough.
If he doesn't pull a big number, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Arthur, if you don't pull your weight this week, you're going home.
You need to have lost more than 13 pounds this week.
I want to thank my dad and all my girls over there. They were on me like glue this week. It kills me to be up here to think that if I don't do my job, I'm gonna have to sit and, someone's going home, and it just kills me inside.
He wants it. He wants it so bad. But is he gonna get it?
Arthur, your previous weight was 435 pounds. Your current weight is...
Come on, come on, come on.
Your previous weight was 435 pounds. You're looking for more than 13, Arthur.
Oh, for crying out loud. I have never seen Arthur so scared. This is a huge weigh-in for him. He's had several bad weigh-ins in a row. He has something to prove, not only to us, but to the red team, too.
Your current weight is...
No, you guys. I owe it all to you guys.
It is.
Y'all mean the world to me. You guys opened your hearts and forgave me, and you didn't have to do what you did this week. It's been so hard. I've been stuck. You know what it's like to work so hard, to
turn around and see 6s and 9s. Now I know what's broke. And we know how to fix it. And I thank you. I thank you, Bob and Jill. Thank my girls. I love you guys.
Arthur is just so devoted to this whole process. This guy who just originally weighed close to 700 pounds and just keeps going and going every single day. When your kids see this, they're gonna be like, there's my dad.
My baby.
You the closer, babe. You the closer.
Congratulations, Arthur.
20. Woo! Awesome. He has led his team to victory. It was a breakthrough. It's the breakthrough that I know has been coming for so long.
Arthur, since America first saw you weigh in 7 weeks ago, you have lost 92 pounds. You lost 20 pounds, making the black team's total 59 pounds for a total percentage of weight loss of 3.02%. Congratulations, black team. You have won tonight's weigh-in.
I'm standing there watching all these people celebrating the happiest time of their life, and I'm watching my daughter cry. That was a big, painful thing to stand there and watch. And here Jennifer and I were there with all of them from the very beginning.
Red team, I'm sorry to tell you that you have lost tonight's weigh-in, and you will be voting to send someone home tonight.
I don't want Jay to go home. I don't think he deserves to go home. I've watched how hard he's worked. But the fact is, they've made a pact with each other, and they've made that clear. And I just have a bad feeling that it's going to be Jay or Jen, and personally, I do think it's going to be Jay, because I think Jay will lay down his life for his daughter.
It's time for the trainers to say goodnight. Jillian, Bob, Brett, Kara. Red team, I'm sure you don't need to hear me say, if you had selected Arthur, with the advantage that you won at the challenge this week, you would have won tonight's weigh-in. Unfortunately, you are now facing elimination tonight. There is one person you cannot vote for. The biggest loser of the week on the losing team has immunity and is safe from elimination, and tonight that person is Ken. I'll meet you in the elimination room with your decision.
Jen or Jay's going home, period. They're part of our family, but they're not the family. Family first, all the time. We all looked each other in the eye and said, we will not vote for you to go home. And it's sad that you have to have that on somebody else's shoulders, but it's the cold, hard truth.
Coming up, the Biggest Loser transformation moment. See how the eliminated player looks today. The Biggest Loser Club. It's changing lives. Want to be a contestant on The Biggest Loser? Log on to NBC.com for details.
Jennifer and I talked about it before. We knew that there was always this possibility, and I had also talked to the team and said, look, if we don't win, then I need you to respect my wishes. I want Jennifer to stay here and I'll go home. So the reality set in.
Here we are, red team, in the elimination room for the second week in a row. We're going to go around the room and you'll each reveal whom you voted for. We're going to start with you, Moses.
I understand that all fathers here will do anything to protect our children. So I choose to send home Jay.
All right, Jay, that's one vote for you. If you receive 4 more, you will be eliminated.
My vote was torn between 2 people. I could have taken this more of the game route and taken out someone who is extremely strong, but I wanted to respect Jay's wishes, and I voted for Jay.
Jay, that's 2 votes. Austin.
Jay and Jen, you guys work so hard. I have an absolute respect for both of you. And I have every desire to want to follow your guys' wishes. For those reasons, I chose you, Jay.
That's 3 votes. So Jen, let's start with you.
This person doesn't deserve to ever have their name written down. I picked this person because I knew no one else on this team would vote for them, essentially canceling out my vote. And Kaylee, that is why I voted for you.
Kaylee, that's 1 vote. Jay, you have 3. How did you vote tonight?
You know, if you got to leave, you want to leave in a good way. And I feel positive and I'm proud, but I not only want to be transformed by the finale, but I want to be transformed a year from now and 5 years from now. So tonight, I want to be able to challenge the person that I'm going to vote for, that person and I will see who has lost the most weight loss at the finale, a year after the finale, and then 5 years from now. The person I voted for tonight is Rulon.
It's a friendly wager.
Sounds good to me.
Jay, if you receive 1 more vote, you will be eliminated. Rulon.
It's hard to look at my teammates, you know, from the fitness ridge and turn against it. And ultimately, it comes down to the fact that, you know, we do have some loyalty there. I'll take your challenge. I'll take the opportunity, you know, to compete with you, to just keep the weight off, you know, and that's amazing. But there's no easy way about it. So my vote is for Jay.
Jay, that's 4 votes. Sounds like, of the 2 of you, that is the decision you wanted for your daughter.
Mm-hmm. Yes, very much so.
I never, in my heart of hearts, thought that we would be in this position so soon. I'm gonna miss him a lot. He has come so far since he's gotten here. And I think he really has turned a corner that no diet or weight loss could have done in the past. And the best thing that I can do now is just do exactly what my dad would want. And it's to continue and to be a part of this great team that we're on now. You know, you make me proud, and I know you're gonna make America proud. And I thank you for that.
I love you.
I love you too.
And Jennifer, you know, I have to thank you because you saved my life. If you hadn't gotten me here, it's a good chance that somewhere in the near future I wouldn't be alive. But you tried and you stuck with it and you got me here, and you are incredible. You always were strong, but man, you are extremely strong. So you'll be fine. And we'll have fun once we're back together. We'll be going from a fat family to a fit family. We'll be good. We'll be real good.
Jay, I'm sorry to tell you, with 4 votes, you are not the biggest loser. And it's time for you to say goodbye.
Okay. I'm leaving tonight after being here only for 7 weeks, having lost 92 pounds, having had an incredible experience and learned more than I would have ever imagined I could have learned. I don't want to leave my daughter, but if it's going to be one of us to go, I feel a lot better that it's myself and Jennifer. I think the biggest thing that has come up for me emotionally is I've never thought of myself as really being strong.
Stop the truck!
Bob and Jillian told me I'm much stronger than I thought I was. And Brett and Kara said the same thing.
Keep going, punch through till you can't go anymore.
I came here to get my health back and lose weight, and I'm getting that, but I think I'm leaving with a whole new sense of self. That is what's going to really keep me on this path for the long term.
I like to see these go. I'm sick and tired of having these. They're embarrassing when you're on the beach.
When I first came to the ranch, I mean, I figured I was here to lose weight, and then unbeknownst to me, I find out I have potentially fatal heart arrhythmia. I was like a ticking time bomb. Every night my heart was working extra hard because I wasn't getting the kind of oxygen that I needed. So it's very possible in a short order of time, I just would have never woken up ever again. I've been able to work and get my heart stronger, and I know that I don't have to have my health be threatened in the future as long as I keep up this kind of regimen. Literally, this show saved my life. American, next time you see me, this $2.99 on my arm is going to be a $1.99 on my arm. When I started on the Biggest Loser campus, I weighed 400 pounds. Today, I'm 289 pounds. I've lost 111 pounds. This is the absolute best feeling I've had in 20 years. When I first came to the ranch, Dr. H gave my wife and I some very scary news.
Your chance, if we had done nothing, to get diabetes based on all these results was...
Wow. It was a wake-up call for all of us. It was a change to save our life. I gotta pinch myself. I'm back here at Dr. H's office. It's like deja vu.
Hey, Kim.
He's flown my wife and I back out here to take a look at where I am with my medical testing.
Jay, we brought you here to my office. We don't do that once the show started because we really were worried about you. And we brought your wife out because it's got to be a team effort. Now, when we were together 3 months ago, we gave you some scary Biggest Loser Know Your Number news, correct?
That was brutal.
Your Biggest Loser Know Your Number age, which started out at 71, is now...
Hey, that's great. 7 years, I'll take 7 years back in my life.
Your risk of diabetes went down 3-fold. Your risk of stroke went down 7-fold. Heart attack down 4-fold. It's a jackpot.
That's great.
I'm so pleased that he has been able to take off the weight that he's been able to take off and really commit to changing his health for the better. It's a gift.
Thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
Okay.
It feels like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders where I feel as if I don't have to have people worry about me anymore. I've got my health back. I've got myself back. For my family, they've got a dad back that they haven't seen in a long time, and it's going to only get better. I see untold opportunities for us going forward.